It is your right to vote. Your vote is secret. You have a right to vote without fear. No one will know how you vote. They have no way of knowing who you voted for. This election, when you go to vote, vote without fear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch me walk with all his plans. He set the pace. A man with integrity. He set the pace. I see him for the economy. He set the pace. Yeah. Who you vote to NDP? 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 Oi, oi, oi. We set the pace. NDP, aye, 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 aye. We set the pace. NDP, oi, oi, oi. We set the pace. NDP, aye, 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 aye. We set the pace. NDP, oi, oi, oi. We set the pace. NDP, aye, 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 aye. We set the pace. NDP, oi, oi, oi. We set the pace.
Yellow army, are you ready? Let's take back the country. We want our PM to be Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. He's as fit as a fiddle as can be. Capable of running the country. Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. He took over from Annie, Mr. Clean. And still, he has the better team. Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. Look, NDP, have the ULP on the run. Now let's get this done. We want our PM to be Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. Major League Cognita and Chevron John. Lavondale, Philip and Keisha John. Friday. Watch and see a yellow. You will be in trouble. Over 25 years of corruption, oppression, and victimization. Friday, we want our PM to be Friday. To go out in each constituency and vote the candidate for the NDP. Friday, we want our PM to be Friday. Friday. Boom.
The love of my country have me in tears. I'm begging you, Lord, to answer my prayers. Father, please, we need your intervention to bring us some healing in our land. The enemy is within the gates, destroying us daily. When will we see an end to this suffering and misery? Right now, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I just want St. Vincent to win. Look around, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Morality down the drain. Crime and violence skyrocketing. Situation looking grim. Can't you see what is happening? Right now, the country ain't winning. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Look around, the people are suffering. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Hey. Yes. Hey. It's hopeless, it's sad, we live in despair. Show that this government don't really care. Every day some struggle to make ends meet. So many are homeless out in the streets. There's got to be a better way for us in this country. So let us walk for a brighter day to build our society. Right now we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I just want St. Vincent to win. Look around, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Morality down the drain. Crime and violence skyrocketing. Situation looking grim. Can't you see what is happening? Right now, the country ain't winning. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Look around, the people are suffering. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. So come on, my people, all hands on deck. Let's give it a shot, it's time to reset. No matter your race, your color or creed, working together we can achieve. For this country to progress, we must do our best. Forget about past and blame, our country we must reclaim. Right now we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I just want St. Vincent to win. Look around, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Morality down the drain. Crime and violence skyrocketing. Situation looking grim. Can't you see what is happening? Right now, the country ain't winning. want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Look around, our people are suffering. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Right now, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I just want St. Vincent to win. Look around, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Morality is down the drain. Crime and violence skyrocketing. Situation looking grim. Can't you see what is happening? Right now, the country ain't winning. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Look around, our people are suffering. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Right now, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I just want St. Vincent to win. Look around, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Morality is down the drain. Crime and violence skyrocketing. Situation looking grim. Can't you see what is happening? Right now, the country ain't winning. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Look around, our people are suffering. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win.
Them think we foolish and think them smart, but them can't hold us to do the things them want. They wake up in the morning.
It is your right to vote. Your vote is secret. You have a right to vote without fear. No one will know how you vote. They have no way of knowing who you voted for. This election, when you go to vote, vote without fear.
Check. All right. Just want to encourage all the persons to come forward. We're getting ready to start, so all the persons, we just want to encourage you to come forward. Come up in front as we're going to get ready to get things started here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Carrierre, the New Democratic Party. We are here. And of course, it's all about Philip Jackson tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we'd like to ask the speakers to kindly come stage side, please. All speakers, we're asking you to come stage side, please, as we're going to get ready to start, officially starting in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. NDP family! Yeah, man! We're going to nice it up tonight, right here.
All year I've been anticipating, waiting for election morning. I've got a deep, deep longing just to vote for something new. You gotta vote for NDP. You gotta support the yellow and me. All year I've been waiting just to hear the bell ring. I can control
Yeah.
hard again. Oh, Jesus. All I hear is death. Jesus.
Yeah, Fuji. Fuji. Stand by with the national anthem. We're getting ready to start. All right. We're getting ready to start, ladies and gentlemen. Marriaqua, Carrierre, good night. The New Democratic Party, we are here. We want to ask all of you who are here, fall in, come a little closer as we get ready to start things here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are just days away from the general elections here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the New Democratic Party continues to spread the message far and wide, urging you, reminding you to get registered. If you're not registered, get ready to go to the polls on election day, the 27th, for new government going forward, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go any further, though, with everything that we do, we'd like to welcome Mr. Trevor Jackson to come front center, please, to get us started with a word of prayer tonight.
Hello, yes. Good night to everybody. Good night to Carrierre and the surrounding areas. Good night to Marriaqua. And good night to those who are listen to us in the far areas. I'm here tonight to lead us in prayers. Let us pray. Heavenly Father and Almighty God, we come before you here tonight. We acknowledge your presence. You are God and God Almighty. You are the God of heaven and earth. And so we come before you to ask for your continued mercies and blessings upon this evening meeting, tonight's deliberations. We ask, oh great God, those who are coming, we pray for traveling mercies. Those who are here, we pray, oh great God, that you will help them to be receptive. The speakers tonight, oh Heavenly Father, give them clear minds so that they can bring the message to us. Help us to understand that change in this country is highly inevitable. And oh great God, help us in Marriaqua to be part of that change. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray and beg. Amen.
All right, thank you very much. We'd like to ask you to remain reverent for the national anthem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Make some noise, NDP, good night! Marriaqua, good night! Carrierre, good night! And for those of you hearing us in surrounding areas, good night! Are you ready for election day? You ready for new government? Yeah, man! Well, hey, as we get closer to the election, ladies and gentlemen, the man head Bazadi. When I tell you the man head Bazadi, the man head Bazadi. Understand, he went on the radio, and boy, when they gave him so much licks on the radio today, all of a sudden he started sort of bing, 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 bing. But hey, that is not just funny. Folks, we have a serious election to win. And we can't take this lightly, and we can't take it for a joke. St. Vincent and the Grenadines need rescuing. And the New Democratic Party is, of course, the catalyst to bring the change in this country. Before I bring our first speaker tonight, folks, we can see the other side is pushing fair in this general elections. We must be vigilant. We must be mindful. And we must reach out to our brothers and sisters, whether they are NDP or ULP, and let them know that this election, we are all Vincentians. And after the general elections, we will go back to being brothers and sisters and Vincentians, and no one politician is going to divide us as a people. We must not allow them to bring fear into this general elections. We are going to keep it peaceful. We are going to keep it respectful, because when we listen to our political leader of the New Democratic Party, he speaks of peace, he speaks of hope, he speaks of prosperity, he speaks of a better St. Vincent and the Grenadines for all Vincentians, regardless of your politics. So wherever you go, whatever you do, we're going to love them with peace. We're going to love them with togetherness, and we're going to show them that after this general elections, when the New Democratic forms government, that it will be a government and a people, one nation, one people, one future, one destiny. So folks, we have some great speakers lined up for you tonight. And let me take this opportunity to say good night to members of the New Democratic Party. Here with us, we see Vice President of the New Democratic Party, Nigel Nature Stevenson, is here with us tonight. Also, of course, we acknowledge here with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from North Windward, the Garifuna Queen, Siobhan John is here with us tonight. North Windward in the house. North Windward in the house. Tonight, joining us here on the platform will also be Senator Israel Bruce. And of course, joining us on the platform tonight, a little later on, will be the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Godwin Friday. Also, here with us tonight, the man who's making the elections jiggy, Chieftain Neptune, is here with us tonight as well. And of course, Marriaqua, make some noise for your very own candidate, Philip Jackson. And I must acknowledge, quiet. I must acknowledge tonight a man who has laid the foundation in the constituency of Marriaqua. Just today we were talking and his name came up. The man who has laid a solid foundation on behalf of the New Democratic Party in the Marriaqua Valley. He has helped so many people in the Marriaqua Valley. His name continues to ring out in the Marriaqua Valley. And he's here with us tonight. Make some noise for Bernard Wiley. So what we'll do now, to bring us some greetings tonight before we go straight into our first speaker, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the woman who is making noise up in North Windward, the Garifuna Queen of the Garifuna Queen of North Windward. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and welcome to bring us some greetings in Marriaqua tonight, none other than Siobhan John.
Keep it flowing, flowing, flowing. Just keep it flowing, flowing, flowing. Blessing after blessing, and nothing can hold it back. What is for me? Oh yes, it will be. Me now go make them steal my joy, steal my joy, steal my joy. A blessing for you, and a blessing for me. Blessing after blessing, and nothing can hold it back. What is for me? Oh yes, it will be. Me now go make them steal my joy, steal my joy, steal my joy. A blessing for you, and a blessing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, DJ MC Colin, Vice President Nature, colleagues, Marriaqua, good night. Carrierre, good night. And it's always good to join my colleagues whenever they have meetings because together we win. And I'm proud to be a part of this team for the New Democratic Party in the 2025 general election. We thank God daily for health and strength. And we thank God for his blessings because we know that nothing is going to stop us. This election, we will win. If you listen this morning to our esteemed president on Hot 97, he announced some big things that the NDP will do that will benefit you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We know that the economy is rough in St. Vincent. Things are hard, and it is very difficult for us to go to the supermarket because prices are going up every day. You go with $100 today, it dead. 200 next week, you're buying the same items that you bought for the $100 for the $200. So we know that things are hard. And our esteemed leader outlined some plans and policies that he will implement when we get into government. This government, this NDP is all about you. It's about you and your children. We are people-centered. And that is why we will bring back agriculture in Marriaqua. We will ensure that this constituency becomes the green gold once again in St. Vincent, because we know the benefit of agriculture. I am from North Windward, and I know the benefit of agriculture. Farmers were able to buy their own new vehicle a couple years ago. Farmers were able to send their children to school and live comfortable. Farmers were able to build their own houses. From 2001, we heard that farming is no longer. It's a thing of the past. In St. Vincent, we need good food security. And it can only happen under the NDP, because the NDP is the way to prosperity. I'm only bringing some greetings. Thank you. Good night. God bless you. Remember, when you go out, vote suddenly for the king.
Boy, it means you can hard again. Oh, Jesus. All I hear
Boy! Yeah!
Jesus.
Let it shoot. Yeah!
I say, Mono, how busy it up so? Oh, lad, busy hard, busy rough, busy tough, oh, busy rough, busy tough,
Yeah, man!
busy hard.
All the looking good and sunning good tonight in Marriaqua.
Sugar got up, light got up.
Oi! All right. We're moving along nicely tonight, and I like all the energy. Marriaqua nice tonight. So here what? We're going to keep it just like that, because our next speaker coming to the podium, ladies and gentlemen, he likes to keep it jiggy. And that is how we're going to be doing it throughout the election. Because you see, after we win on the 27th, the next day is Friday, and we getting on jiggy in the whole country. Make some noise and welcome Chieftain Neptune.
Good night, Carrierre. Good night to my NDP family. So, I'll get straight into it. Oh, big up all my colleagues that are here tonight. And big up the man of the hour, Mr. Philip Jackson. I'm going to get straight into it tonight. Now, let them pass. Yeah, play some music.
Right now we jiggy. Right now we jiggy it up. Right now we jiggy. Right now we jiggy it up. Right now we jiggy.
Yes! Marriaqua! Good night! As I said before I was interrupted, I'm going to get straight into it tonight. But I will usually say, when I'm in these communities, that the new Democratic Party should come here, outline our plans, and leave. Because I don't think anyone in Marriaqua and Carrierre should vote for the Unity Labour Party. As my sister said a while ago, the Unity Labour Party said that agriculture is a thing of the past. And if the Unity Labour Party is saying agriculture is a thing of the past, then they are also saying they do not care for the people of Marriaqua, the people of South Central Windward, the people of North Central Windward, the people of North Windward, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I read an article today where the Prime Minister is saying that the new Democratic Party, we are here to fill our pockets and we don't care. I want to say to the Prime Minister, you know Prime Minister again? Okay. I want to say to Ralph Gonsalves, where were you when the new Democratic Party was on the streets of Kingston protesting for the rights of Vincentian? We were there protesting against the wicked vaccine mandates. The bill you, Ralph Gonsalves, passed in Parliament around 2 o'clock in the morning. And that said bill presently have teachers, police officers, doctors, all the frontline workers home, struggling to survive. But they're so lost and on remove with St. Vincent. Because listen, when you send home the teachers and the police officers, that teacher and police officer have a family. That teacher have a son and a daughter sending to school. That teacher, nurse, doctors have a mortgage to pay. And right now, well, I met one of them, and she's picking up bottles, a teacher, picking up bottles to survive. You can imagine that? And he have the gall to say about he care for somebody. Ralph Gonsalves, the new Democratic Party, every single one of us cares for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And listen to me, you have no moral authority to talk anything about who cares about anyone. You have proven over and over and time again that you do not care for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I could stand here and tell you that the new Democratic Party, we said, will create more and better paid jobs. I could stand here and tell you that. Because we said it. We said we want to put more money into your pockets. But presently, this ULP government, you know how much unemployment is right now? Over 20%. And for the youths, over 41% of our youths are unemployed. So, I'm telling the youths of Carrierre and the youths of Marriaqua and the youths of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, come and join this change. The new Democratic Party is here. We are listening, and your voice must be heard in this general election. I can stand here and say, we in the New Democratic Party will create opportunities for you, the people in Carrierre, you, the people in Marriaqua, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because we want our people to stay right here in the land of your birth and live comfortable. We don't want, we are going to stop actually, because it's happening now. We are going to stop our youth from migrating in droves because there are no opportunity here for them in St. Vincent and the Grenadines under this wicked ULP government. And I can say that the New Democratic Party, every single Vincentian will have access to the best health care possible. Not only in the same process I spoke earlier about, the Prime Minister, Ralph Gonsalve got a wound in his head and he flew overseas. But our people are here dying because of the bad health care. And listen this. That same person who was running the hospital is the same person that's sending North Windward to contest this general election against my sister. So if she cannot run a hospital, she wants to come now to run a constituency. You could imagine that? You could imagine that? And Ralph talking about care. If you care for the people, the lady have a track record in the hospital, but you care so much, you send her up, you want to kill the people and them in North Windward? It's care you care? He cares so much? Then what? So, I want to tell the youths of Carrierre, the youths of Marriaqua, the youths of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. Friday said, as soon as the new Democratic forms government, say no to victimization. So what he's telling you, it simply means, yes, program workers, set program workers, those Vincentians who are working with foreign companies, once you are working here in St. Vincent, you are not losing your job under this new Democratic Party. If you are studying in Taiwan, Timbuktu, wherever you're studying, you will not lose your scholarship. A matter of fact, we said that we will have more scholarship in more countries for all our people. So tonight, to the youths, let your voice be heard. Teachers, doctors, Vincentian, stand up and speak out in this general election. Say no to fear. Yeah, and as Colin said, they start with the fear mongering. Well, listen to me. They know me. It's there on my hand. The Lord is my light and salvation. No fear in this general election. So, please, to the people of Carrierre, Marriaqua, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, get registered. Go out and register to vote. Tell your family member, tell your friends, please get registered now. You must play a part in this change. The new Democratic Party will form government. So, farmers of Carrierre, farmers of Marriaqua, farmers throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my NDP family, new voters, undecided voters, my ULP friends, ULP supporters, again, the tent is big enough. And we in the new Democratic Party welcome you with loving arms. You listen to me tonight. I am not here telling anybody to attack anybody. I am here telling you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, to join us in this change for a better, brighter St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Come in, Labour supporters. Come in, my Labour friends. Come in, my NDP family. Come in, new voters. Come in, undecided. We will win together. Ralph Gonsalve, the new Democratic Party, cares for the people. This is the reason we said, together we win.
Why my people suffer so bad? Or is it that should really be sad? Is it a
Bloody tune, bloody tune, bloody tune. Bloody tune, let me hear all of it.
Well, it's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now, my people?
Yeah.
It's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now, my God?
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Rise up, rise up, rise up.
Only listen to me for a second before I bring up the next speaker. Only listen to me for a second before I bring up the next speaker. Folks, all you know, this man recently went on a podium and a platform and pretty much, in his own words, almost declaring that he is a prophet ordained by God and only he alone can lead this country. Yeah? Listen to me. One thing I know for sure is that God is not mocked. And second, what I know is that God is always on the side of the people. So whether he wants to go and tell the country that God is not on the side of the NDP and that he is the prophet ordained to lead this country forward, he has a rude awakening, because God is not mocked and God is on the side of the people. And on election day, the people will decide who will lead this country. And I want to hear what the churches and the leaders of these churches have to say about that. Or are they going to continue to remain silent when the people of God in St. Vincent and the Grenadines continue to be victimized and oppressed under this present regime of the Unity Labour Party led by Ralph Gonsalves? Because if you call yourself church leaders, you will not remain silent when the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, God's chosen people, continue to be victimized and punished and suffer under such a wicked administration. But the people are going to teach him a lesson. The people are going to teach him a lesson. And wait, talking about teach, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our next speaker, our next person to bring greetings tonight, the man who will teach them a lesson in South Windward. Make some noise to bring some greetings tonight. Andrew, teach, Sean.
For teach, as you reach for teach, yeah. As you reach for teach, as you reach for teach, yeah, 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 yeah. As you reach for teach, as you reach for teach, yeah. As you reach for teach.
Yes, Mr. DJ. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
When I am in Carrierre, I am home. When I am in Carrierre, I'm home. Good night to the people of Carrierre. Good night to the people of Evesham. Good night to the people of Riley, Kelbony, Collins, Mount Pleasant, and other surrounding areas. Good night to you. I bring you warm greetings from South Windward. Warm greetings. And when I come to Marriaqua, you know what some of the people tell me? I should have run a pay, but hey what? A vote for Philip Jackson is the same vote for Andrew John. So give Philip Jackson your vote. Give Philip your vote. If you love Andrew John, you love NDP, you love Philip Jackson. So I am endorsing Philip Cornelius Jackson tonight. I'm recommending him to you. I'm not here to make any speech. I just want to be among my people, and I want to tell my people and let you know that this is the NDP time. Yellow is the code. Listen to me. They can't stop us. They can't stop us. They can't stop us. This is time for progress. This is time when we're going to make a change. A change for our children and our children's future. Man, tell the people go back so. They have done more than enough. Right? They have done more than enough. So my people, I am telling you, Marriaqua, you need to take your future seriously. You need to remember what Marriaqua used to be like when we used to make money. Remember what Marriaqua used to be like. I am a Marriaqua man, you know, I could tell you. I don't even have to ask you. And therefore, imagine what it would be like if you change this government and bring the plans of the NDP to reality. Just imagine what it would be like. So tonight, I'm not going to keep you because I know you have a lot to hear from Philip and from the other members who are here. So I just want to make sure, remind you, now is the last days of registration. Please ensure, check yourself. Check yourself. You say you want to see change. You have to be part of the change. You have to make it happen. We can't make it happen by ourselves. And that's why we have our motto, together. Together. Let us do this thing together. So you go, get yourself registered. And you see when you're going in your home, right? You lock your place, you go away. Can you go in without a key? Can you go in without a key? So you see this election? Look for the key. The key is the key to your future. Thank you very much. You have a good night. You have a good night. I love you, Carrierre. I love you, Evesham. All the best.
If it's one seat, I know we bring in home in South Windward. Make some noise for Andrew Teach John.
As you reach for teach.
Yeah.
As you reach for teach. Yeah. As you reach for teach.
As you reach for they have some seats this general elections. I waiting for patiently, and I ain't telling you no lie. Andrew, when I hear they call Andrew name in South Windward Gone Clay, I don't touch any roll because I know East St. George coming next. I know North Windward coming next. I know South Central Windward coming next. Make some noise. Welcome our next speaker. We cut and loose with Israel Bruce.
2001 they needed a change. Was the cry of the nation? Too much of something good for nothing. Everywhere you pass the wall chanting. What we want and what we go get. I'll go in the street, cop that kept for all. Scout out corruption, tight policy. Photos come and gone, ain't seen nothing yet. So it is well bruised.
Hello.
with his well rules.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Master of Ceremony, Brother Colin Graham. Allow me to recognize Vice President Stevenson, my colleague, Senator John Chieftain Neptune, and a very special good night to my good friend Andrew John, but an extremely special good night to the man of Marriaqua, Brother Philip, flip the script, Jackson! Marriaqua, good night. I hear you. Carrierre, good night. Well, for you people who have the horns, I want you to keep them quiet for me for 1 minute. I want you to keep those horns quiet for 1 minute because I want what I'm going to say in the next 45 seconds to be very clear. Today, my mobilization team went into Diamonds to put up posters and pole bands. And whether they are advised, instructed, encouraged, or whatever, as my pole branders leave Diamonds, all the stuff that were put up in Diamonds were torn down. And you can see a 15 or 16-year-old boy on Facebook making something of himself. I want to say this seriously. I want to say, looking straight into the camera, to Sabuto Caesar, I plan not to call a name on the platform, but I want to say to you tonight, you either show that it is within you to lead by coming out publicly and condemn what is circulated on social media, the tearing down of my paraphernalia in Diamonds. I want to say to the ULP, the New Democratic Party has taken a stance that we will not be defacing or destroying, nor would we be encouraging our supporters to deface or destroy any paraphernalia of the Unity Labour Party. That is our principled position. Having said that, let it be clear that if your practice is to tear down our promotional materials, I am telling you, my friends, do not test us in South Central Windward. Do not test us in South Central Windward. Look, in the event that you are fooled, posters and poll banners can't vote. So the ones you have torn down are not votes you have taken from me in South Central. You have a tougher job to tear down the votes and you can't tear down them. So, back off. Back off. This is my first and my last warning. Back off. All right. Having said that, Marriaqua, let's turn to what has been our disciplined campaign to speak to the message or the messages of the New Democratic Party. Now, I kind of blame Dr. Friday for when they tear down my things them today, you know. I blame Dr. Friday. Yeah, I blame Dr. Friday. When on a Monday morning, after a man done cuss in a church service on a Sunday. Friday show up on a Monday and announce initiatives to sweep the polls for the NDP. The man and the supporters them gone bazodi. Well, hear what? Hear what? I want them to understand. People who lost their jobs because of COVID mandate, NDP return you to your jobs with all the benefits intact. People on social assistance or poor relief, we're not talking $300. NDP say $500. Public servants who are offered 3% for 3 months back pay, NDP say double salary for Christmas. People have to wonder when and which bill to pay, whether it's water this month and half a light next month. NDP say we're reducing the VAT on the electricity so you could pay the 2 bills. Civil servants, 10 years of service and more, 50% duty free for you. So you see what we're talking about? NDP is talking about easing the financial crisis that the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines are under. And hear me. We also recognize that Carrierre, as a farming community in the Marriaqua Valley, in the country of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have plans to reach out and touch the farmers of this country. So hear me, Carrierre, and hear me, Marriaqua. I hear your cries when you say to me that you can't find markets for the things you produce right here in Carrierre and right here in Marriaqua. The NDP has committed to putting in place a green team that would go to work for you in Carrierre and Marriaqua the very week after we win the elections in this country. That green team will be tasked with the responsibility to traveling to the Caribbean and outside of the Caribbean to negotiate markets for your ginger, your pepper, your tomatoes, your dasheen, your onion, your guavas, whatever you're producing. So we are answering your marketing calls. Carrierre, Riley, Evesham, Mount Pleasant, farmers, we know that you're catching your hell to get to and from your farms because the farm roads are in deplorable conditions. The New Democratic Party will roll out a robust infrastructure program that will see your farm roads fixed to help the farmers of Carrierre and Marriaqua. Marriaqua, hear me. I say to the farmers of Carrierre who are getting up and getting out of your beds 5 o'clock in the morning, you get to your lands for 6, and you're coming back home 7 and 8 o'clock in the night. And for months, you're walking on your crops. For months, you're taking care of your animals. But when it's time to reap, There are some people who are reaping before you. They are stealing, thieving your crops and your animals. We in the NDP have agreed that there will be a special unit in the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force to immediately respond to the thieving of your crops and animals. Thieves, you have no place to run under an NDP government. Farmers, we are here to your rescue. And hear us and hear us well. We know the pains that you're facing. So hear what? Your electricity bill, that too will be addressed. We are talking about responding to the pains of the people of this country. And you have a man in Philip Jackson who understands, appreciates, recognizes, and is ready to get to work for Marriaqua. I said a couple of days ago to a Marriaqua constituent, said you have had one of the hardest working politicians in Marriaqua's history in Bernard Wiley. And Philip Jackson has demonstrated that he is both prepared and ready to work even harder than Bernard Wiley did for the people of Marriaqua. Marriaqua never missed the water until the well ran dry. Marriaqua, this is a moment for you to quench your thirst again from the fountain of Philip Jackson. Hard work, dedication, love, integrity, honesty. Philip Jackson brings it all to serving the people of Marriaqua. And I say this to you before I leave. Brother Jackson and I, like have Brother Chieftain and I, Sister Chevron and I, and Brother Andrew and I have spoken about how we intend to work as a team to make sure that the entire Windward Corridor comes back to life in St. Vincent and the Grenadines again. So hear what? None of what I've spoken about tonight can come to reality if you who are here in Carrierre tonight, and those of you, my friends, who are following us on Radio Land or in social media land, if you're not yet registered, my friends, get registered. Check the voters list. Make sure your name is on it. Because coming to the meeting means nothing if you're not able to vote for Philip Jackson. We in the NDP, we are ready to work from the one. Life gets better for Marriaqua from the day you elect an NDP government. Marriaqua, as a neighbor, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. You hear me? But there's a place in hell for false prophets. There is a place in hell for false prophets. On that day, instead of hearing coming blessed, they that will hear, go ye, I know you not. But before I leave, I will deliver, Brother Colin, my spiritual Baptist and key. Go down, Moses. Go down to Pharaoh. Go down, Moses. Go down to Pharaoh. Go down, Moses. Go down to Pharaoh. Tell him, let my people go. Ralph, free up Vinci. Good night. I love you, Marriaqua. Good night.
Yellow natives. Yellow is the goal.
We going beat them pan on Thursday and celebrate.
Bruce.
Pana, 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 pana. Friday, Friday, Friday. Oh, Friday, Friday, Friday. Bloody hell, Friday, Friday, Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, Friday. Them say what my tongue is like them man. Them mad Friday.
All you make Bruce go in the Baptist swagger tonight, boy. All you forget, Bruce is a Baptist, you know. All right, don't make Bruce sing for him tonight, you know. Folks, I want to bring up our next speaker because we're moving nicely and, of course, taking time into consideration tonight. I want to bring our next speaker because, hey, what? This particular speaker, he holds the constituency. He holds the gate. He is the gatekeeper for the whole of the Leeward corridor, ladies and gentlemen. If they want access to the Leeward side of the island, they have to pass through and get nature permission. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of the New Democratic Party, our next speaker tonight, the gatekeeper for the whole of Leeward. South Leeward, make some noise and welcome Nigel Nature Stevenson.
I love the blessing. I love the blessing. Them can't stop me. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest. Every day of my life I am blessed.
All right, folks. Thank you. Thank you, DJ. That's a good combination under the shed. Very good.
Fugitive.
Come on. Brian feel a little jealous. Good night, Carrierre. Good night to the wonderful people of Marriaqua. It is a pleasure to be here with you in Carrierre. And as Colin said, I am the guardian of the Leeward. The guardian of the Leeward, and I take this responsibility very seriously. The last general election, we set up a blockade, literally and figuratively and politically, in South Leeward. So when the other side couldn't penetrate, they took a boat and they went by sea. So they were able to infiltrate the Leeward. But I'm saying on this occasion, even if you take a boat, you will not be able to get past this garrison. Because the people of South Leeward would make sure that to get to Central Leeward and to North Leeward, you have to pass through us. So we have fortified our constituency so that the New Democratic Party and all of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines can be assured that in the next election, we will be winning, and we'll be winning by a bigger majority. So just imagine what is going to happen when we take all Leeward. I know Bruce was talking a while ago about loving your neighbor and all of that, because Marriaqua is neighbor to the Windward. But Marriaqua is also neighbor to South Leeward. And I bet I bet a lot of you did not know that. Yes, there is an intersection between South Leeward, Marriaqua, and yes, South Central Windward. So when we win in South Leeward, that is going to filter off to Marriaqua and also South Central Windward. So we can be guaranteed that even though it's going to be difficult, we will overcome and we will prevail in these constituencies. So you can start counting those. But for us on the Leeward corridor, that is where the New Democratic Party forms the government. Because Central Leeward is in play. Central Leeward will come home to the New Democratic Party. North Leeward will also come home to the New Democratic Party. So once you hear the Leeward zone comes in, it means that it is the change of government and it marks the beginning of a new dispensation here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But I am here tonight to support my brother and friend, Philip. I have had the opportunity to walk with Philip in this area, Carrierre. And the most heartbreaking thing, I see a gentleman standing right there, Fidel. Fidel and I used to play cricket for grammar school together. That's Fidel. So, when I look at this area and the name that is given to it, the name Carrierre, that was given to you from the French. And literally in English, it's translated to mean only a different spelling, Carrierre. But when you look at this constituency, when you look at this particular community, as we were walking, there were so many young people who have been dreaming dreams under the Unity Labour Party, but those dreams cannot become reality. So you want to set a career path, but you cannot accomplish it under this Unity Labour Party administration. The young people have been left to languish. Young people have been feeling the hardship and the pain of labor for far too long in this community of Carrierre. And I wonder sometimes if it is because the people of Carrierre are sensitive enough or sensible enough to recognize that the party that will look after their welfare is the New Democratic Party, and they have been consistently voting for the NDP in this area. So I wonder if that is the reason why the young people of this constituency, and more specifically Carrierre, have been so badly neglected by this government. So young people, you are going to have an opportunity to set the record straight. You are going to have another opportunity to say to the Unity Labour Party, you have neglected us. You have not been working in our best interest. And when the bell rings, well, when we go to the polls on November the 27th, we are going to go there in droves. We are going to go there in groups. We are going to go there with our friends and our relatives and our peers, and we are going to be voting overwhelmingly for Philip Jackson. My friends, Philip Jackson is a person who is genuinely concerned with what affects you right here in Carrierre and in Marriaqua. Philip Jackson has a drive and a passion to ensure that he works relentlessly, tirelessly, so that you can have a better life right here in Carrierre. So if I were to ask you the question, young people, do you see the Unity Labour Party as a party that will help you to set your goals and realize them? Is the Unity Labour Party the party that allows you to realize your goals? For the past 25 years, they have not done so. The government has been a colossal failure. They have failed the young people of this community and of this constituency. So when you go to the polls, you have to make sure vote for somebody who will be a true representative, not a seasonal representative. You don't want a representative that comes to you only when it is election time. What happened after all these years, the 4 years after the election, 4.5 years after the election, and all of a sudden, when you could not have seen them, when they did not do anything for you, you're now seeing them beginning to do a little piece of road here, a little piece of road there. And when I walk with Philip in Carrierre, he pointed me to a piece of road that this government has been doing for more than a year. And all the materials are on the ground, the road up there, loose. And taxpayers' money are going down the drain because when the rain comes, it just washes it away. That is a man who has failed. Your current representative has failed to provide you with the infrastructure that is necessary to improve your lives. Look at today, the 3rd of November. Look at today, the 3rd of November, and the election date is the 27th of November, and they only start to dig up a piece of road today.
Them never want see we strive, so them set all bad road in our life.
You tell me.
Them never want see we strive, so them set all bad.
You tell me, my friends, if this is a government that is really working in your best interest. If they were so concerned about your career, if they were so concerned about you, Marriaqua, they would have been working every single day for every year of the 5-year period that the government has been elected. So the fact that they have neglected you for 4.5 years and suddenly they're coming to you to say that they're going to do a little piecemeal here or there, you must say to them, thank you, but it is too little, too late. Too little, too late. It is time for us to change the government, and we can only do so by changing the representative right here in Marriaqua.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
That's right, Fuji. Marriaqua, you must get rid of them. And when you look at your representative, although a decent man, but he is a very reluctant person to be in politics. He is only there because he has been placed there. He doesn't have the drive. He doesn't have the passion to work to improve your lives. What you need is fresh blood. What you need is a younger person with that passion and that drive to make sure that day and night he's thinking about ways to improve your life. And I'm saying to you, my friends, there is no better person that I can recommend to work in your best interest than the man of the hour, Philip Jackson. So, before I leave you, I want to remind our young people that Dr. Godwin Friday, our esteemed leader, has signed what we call the Youth Guarantee Pledge. So for those persons, you are young and you can't find a job, you don't have the opportunity to learn a skill, you are not undergoing an apprenticeship system, Godwin Friday, our leader, has signed that Youth Guarantee Pledge that says every young person, whether in the first term of our government, if you are not working, you must be learning. What has this government provided for you so that employment can be created? What have they done? Except the seasonal road work. And on the eve of the election, they give you a temporary job. You are worth more than that, my friends. Young people, you are more valuable than that. And that is what drives Dr. Friday to say, I am signing this. You can hold me to this. I am putting my signature to this document because I want to see better for our young people. We are going to create the environment so that jobs can be provided for these young people. And for those persons who don't have jobs, we are going to make sure that you make yourselves employable by training you so that you can get the requisite skill so that whenever the appropriate job comes, you are well placed to take it up. That is not the way this Unity Labour Party is reasoning. Their only concern is that you go to the poll and vote for them. But it is time that you wise up. It is time that you say to yourself, we have supported you all these years, but you have done precious little for us. Therefore, we are now going to vote a representative and a government that is going to work for us. And that is a new Democratic Party. You hear them with a big talk about Labour is working for you. If Labour was working for you, you would have had jobs. You would have had better health care. The cost of living would not have been squeezing you. You need a government that will work in your best interest. That is the NDP. The Labour Party is working against you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And it is time. It is time to put an end to their reign of terror. They have been conducting a reign of terror for the past 24 plus years. And it is time for us to free ourselves. It is time for us to liberate ourselves. And there's one golden opportunity that will be provided to you, the people of Marriaqua and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is when you go to the poll. So I'm saying to you, go to the polls, young people, because it is an investment in your own future. Do not say, I am staying home. I know a lot of you are dissatisfied with the government. I know a lot of you are saying, but I am so disappointed. I believe that all politicians are the same. No, we are not all the same. What you need to do is give us the opportunity to serve you, not to behave like we are lords and masters, like Robin Hood and his band of merrymen. We in the NDP are servants of the people. And the things that you desire most, it is what we will provide for you. So on the 27th of November, please go out to the polls. Get your friends, get your relatives, get your posse together and go to the polls. Don't go alone. Make sure a few people go with you, because this is your time for change. This is a time for your life to get better, and it will get better when you vote for the New Democratic Party. The symbol is the key. Put your X next to the key. Vote for Philip Jackson and the New Democratic Party. Thank you, and God bless.
Yeah! What we going to do? Yeah, man. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the arrival of Vice President of the New Democratic Party, Major Sinclair Leacock is here with us tonight. And of course, also joining us tonight, the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Godwin Friday. I tell you, Marriaqua turn up tonight. So what I want to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is please welcome to the stadium, welcome to the platform, our first performer tonight. He's one of your very own. Make some noise for Ninja.
Yeah, Carrierre, Marriaqua. I tell you, we're gonna vote for Philip Jackson and the original Dr. Friday. Wheel DJ, let's go. I'm telling you, we ready. Yellow Army, are you ready?
Yellow Army, Yellow Army, Yellow Army. Are you ready?
Let's take back we country.
We want
Our PM to be Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. He's as fit as a fiddle as can be, capable of running the country. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. He took over from Annie, Mr. Clean, and still he has the better team. Friday, Friday. Friday. Look NDP, at the ULP on the run. Now let's get this done. Marriaqua, we vote in Philip Jackson. We want our PM to be Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. Major League Cup, Nature and Chevron John. Lavon Velox, Philip and Teacher John. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. Daniel Cummins, Cupid, Huggins and Shalom. Israel Bruce, Dummies and Framble. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. What we say? We want our PM to be Friday. We want our PM to be Friday. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. What does the yellow? You'll be in trouble. Over 25 years of corruption, oppression and victimization. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. So go out in each constituency and vote the candidate for the NDP. Friday, Friday, yeah. We want our PM to be Friday. Friday, we say, boop. I tell you, right here in Marriaqua, we taking over. Yeah. Right up.
Yep. Make some noise, the ninja. Marriaqua can't hear you. All right, all right. Yo, serious things now. Serious things. Serious things. Folks, the next person that I'm going to bring, to this platform here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is no stranger to the people of Marriaqua. When you talk about building roads for the people of Marriaqua, you have to call his name. When you talk about bringing light to the people of Marriaqua, you have to call his name. When you talk about providing good education, good opportunities for the people of Marriaqua, you have to call his name. For 2 consecutive terms under a new Democratic Party, he laid the foundation for Marriaqua, and he is here tonight to give his full endorsement for your candidate, Philip Jackson. Welcome, the one and only Bernard Wiley.
Pleasant good night, Marriaqua. Pleasant good night, Carrierre. First of all, let me observe the protocol and recognize the presence of our political leader, Dr. Friday, and the vice presidents of our party, Major and Nature, and other members of the party. To you, the wonderful people of Carrierre and the surrounding areas, it's a pleasure to address you here tonight. I'm going to ask you one question that I want you to answer, and I will be done. My question is your life better under the ULP government? If your life today in Marriaqua is better under the ULP government, I want to hear you. I want an answer. The question is, life under the ULP government has not been better for us here in the constituency of Marriaqua. It has not been better. The ULP government has made us poor in this valley.
And it was reflected in the poverty survey that was done a couple of years ago. That the people of Marriaqua have become, we are worse off than we have been under previous government. And worse off than we have been under the government of the New Democratic Party. Today, and at this point in time, we are at a very crucial cross-section. Crucial. We need change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We need change in Marriaqua. We need a better life for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm saying to you that the New Democratic Party offers you change and a better life. Under the leadership of Dr. Friday and the team, the excellent team that he has put together, we are promising you a better life. In Carrierre, you have not benefited at all from the Labour Party government. If you go up into Coram, you, the farmers of this area, have seen what has happened to the Coram Road. A road that was built by the New Democratic Party for you, the farmers of this area. It is left to deteriorate and it is covered in bush. For years, Brazil, up in the corner, in the same area going up there, have been asking for electricity. Nothing. There are a number of other persons who have been asking for improvement in their livelihood and their way of living. No progress. It's just a few weeks ago, months ago, I saw they did a piece of road going up there and another going into where the Poland guys live in the back there. Otherwise, nothing here for you, the people of Carrierre. The young people of Carrierre have not seen any benefits from the Unity Labour Party. Some time ago, they opened a little something here, and within a few months, they close it. Nothing for you. The New Democratic Party offers you a chance, young people, for a better life. I'm appealing to you today, for the young people, to you, the young people, to support the New Democratic Party and our candidate, Philip Jackson. He has what it takes to look out for you and to provide a better life for you here in the constituency of Marriaqua and Carrierre in particular. Today we went across the village, both of us went around to the members of the community, and we heard the cries of the young people. We saw the needs of the elderly. We look at the neglect. And this is a time for change. The New Democratic Party offers you that change. And so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are offering you a solution to the crime problem in the country. We have lost some of our young men right here in Montague, assassinated. We don't know who did it. Over in Lacroix, we have seen the same problem. We have lost a number of our young men who have been overtaken by the drug habit because they don't have anything else to do, because there are no opportunities. The New Democratic Party under Dr. Friday offers you, the people of Marriaqua, you, the young people of Marriaqua. Philip Jackson, our candidate for the area, has outlined his plans, and you will hear from him later on tonight the plans that he has for you, the young people of this area. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot change the government unless we participate in the process. When good people stay home, bad governments are elected. Let me repeat that. When good people stay home, bad governments are elected. You cannot change the system unless you decide to vote for change. And my simple appeal to you tonight, I have heard many of you have expressed your frustration that government is not working for you. I am saying to you, the New Democratic Party has worked for you in the past. And it will work for you again. It will work for you again. My president today outlined some wonderful proposals for you, the people, not only of Marriaqua, but for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He is here, he will speak for himself on those matters. So, Carrierre, give Philip Jackson your vote. The New Democratic Party is asking you to support Philip Jackson. Not only here in Carrierre, but throughout the constituency. We need a change in this constituency. Just a simple matter of a playing field. We have a playing field over there in Evesham. For over 6 years, it has not been open. Grass. They have a problem growing the grass over there. Same stupid attitude that they did in Canaan. They get down 12 to 13 feet down to the base, and then there's no fertile area for the grass to grow. Richton Park, no playing field. I bought a piece of land in Richton Park many years ago to assist the young people up there with a playing field. It has been there for over 30 years. Nothing. They broke down the Marriaqua Community Center where the young people develop their talents of acting and other things. They broke it down, and it took them almost 30 years to build something at Hopewell, and it has not yet been open. What I'm saying to you, you need a government that is working for you. The Labour Party is not working for you, the people of Marriaqua. And I'm saying to you, it is time for a change. It is time to vote the New Democratic Party. It is time to make Dr. Friday Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is time, and I'm calling on you now. Now, the time is now for us to elect Philip Jackson, a young man who has offered himself to you. He's talented, he's well-trained, and he has the capacity not only to serve you here in the constituency, but he has the capacity to contribute to national development as he has done for many years in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, support the New Democratic Party. Go out and vote. Make your X to the key. Support Philip Jackson and vote for Dr. Friday as Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good night and God bless you.
We're sending them home. Come on, going home.
Welcome, young man.
This year we go rock them. This year we go shock them. We sending them home.
Yeah.
We sending them home. This year we go rock them.
The new kid on the block. He's going to flip the script here in Marriaqua. Support Philip Jackson. My brother, welcome to the podium. And you have my blessings. Take over.
Thank you, Bernard. Give it up for Bernard.
Time to rise up, rise up.
Yes.
Philip Jackson leading now.
Yes.
Yellow wave, let we go. Oh. Time to rise up, rise up. Oh. Philip Jackson leading now. Oh. Yellow wave, let we go. Oh. Too long we follow promises. Too long we
in this.
we make mistake after mistake and leave we in the strain. But now the people waking up. No more we playing blind. Philip Jackson bring the vision. It's a revolution in we mind. Raise your flag, wave it high. Yellow person stand and lead. Marriaqua ready to succeed. Revolution in we mind. Time to leave the old behind. NDP go set we free. It's Jackson for the victory. Why? It's Jackson for the victory. It's Jackson for the victory. It's Jackson for the victory. The youth need opportunity. The farmers calling for change. Roads, water,
Wow. Good night, Carrierre. Good night, Marriaqua. Good night, SVG. Good night, LDP. On behalf of the people of Marriaqua, on behalf of my people, I'd like to welcome our next Prime Minister, the Honorable Godwin Friday, to Carrierre and to Marriaqua. On behalf of my people of Marriaqua, I'd like to welcome the Vice Presidents of the party, Lecoq and Stevenson, and all my colleagues that are part of the new team, the new government, your NDP government. Welcome to Marriaqua. If you take a look at the team, not only is Team NDP prepared, competent, and experienced, above all of that, each of them have a heart for the people they serve in their communities. And NDP is the only party who you can be fully confident has your backs. We have your back. And when we meet together to plan for you, it's because we care deeply about you. The choice is clear. The choice is clear. The NDP, led by Dr. Friday, we have the plans and we have the team to deliver the plans. What is missing is you, the people, to come together in a powerful relationship with Team NDP to deliver prosperity for all Vincentians. So when we come to you every night, as we've been doing for months, the ULP seems to have just been awoken, but we have been coming to you consistently every night, and we are saying to you, listen, we are inviting you. We are inviting you into a partnership for progress and prosperity. You, the people, have the key to your future, and that key is exercised in your power, in your vote for an NDP team. And that is a powerful partnership for progress and prosperity. Now, I was going to spend some time talking about how the ULP has let down the people of Marriaqua. But the man who the people said, and the people still say, that he was the only real representative of Marriaqua, did that eloquently tonight. The fact is, the last real representative the people of Marriaqua had is Bernard Wiley. For over 27 years, the people of Marriaqua made a terrible mistake and put two ULP figureheads in the constituency. And I have never, ever how them articulate a proper development plan for Marriaqua. Never ever. And I think of myself as a good listener. Have you ever heard any of them stood up properly and talk about the development of Marriaqua in a proper way? No. The most that had happened, they became the beneficiary of a few projects here and few there, national projects. None of those projects came out of their heads. None of those projects that they implemented came out of their head. And currently in Marriaqua, we have a representative that does not even want to be the representative. I am putting it to you without fear of contradiction. Without fear of contradiction. That my opponent is the most reluctant opponent in the history of politics in St. Vincent. He's only there because they said to him, boy, you have to go back because we don't know what we will do in Marriaqua. But let's say what, you know what we're going to do? We're going to send him home as he wants us to do. And come election night, when you, the people of Marriaqua, vote him out, he's going to be very happy because finally he's going to get his chance to do what he really wants to do, and that is to leave. You want somebody to represent you who don't even want to represent you? So what we gonna do? Out with the old and in with the new. Out with the old and in with the new. So ULP has let us down in Marriaqua. But I come by tonight to say to you, Marriaqua has an opportunity to be a powerful constituency. Marriaqua has the people and he has the potential to be a great constituency. And I, Philip Jackson, I stand as your humble servant. Your humble servant. And I say to you, let's build a partnership for a powerful Marriaqua. Let's do this thing together because I dream about you every day, and I dream about the potential of a powerful Marriaqua in agriculture, in sports, in education, in infrastructure, in roads, and in community spirit. So let's spend a few minutes talk about this. In my vision, in my eyes, I see agriculture as a business and an investment. You know what the ULP sees agriculture as? A thing of the past. So what we're going to do? Vote them out. We are going to make sure that we give to agriculture the attention it needs so our young people and our older farmers can work hard and create wealth for themselves and their family. Now that's a big difference. We, the NDP and I in Marriaqua, see agriculture as a business and an investment to create wealth. So we will provide lands to the National Land Bank, young people and other farmers. We will provide loans through the National Development Bank to help you to produce. We will help you to develop your production plans using all of the officers in the Ministry of Education, in the Ministry of Agriculture, in extension services. But that's not all. So you have the lands, you have the plans, you have the money from the National Development Bank. We have said to you, when you go hard in your land and you work hard and produce, we are going to make sure that you have guaranteed market for your produce. People of Marriaqua, young people and traditional farmers, you don't have to spend one single second thinking about where you're going to sell. You're going to take them straight down to Marriaqua at the buying depot. And the only thing you have to worry about is that the man on the scale give you your proper justice. Then you get your money and you're going straight back home to spend some in the local shops, to put some in the bank and to help your family, and you go on straight back to your land to do what you do best, to produce again. That is a big difference between the ULP and the NDP. We have a plan for agriculture to create wealth. Let's go further. This afternoon, I met some young men going down. They said they're going for a sweat down Canaan. Anybody see Canaan in recent times? It's a dumb sight. But the young men want to play. The young men want to play. And they will go and they play the little part of the field that have some space. I recognize that. We will make sure that sports in Marriaqua is a top priority, as it should be. We will improve all of our playing fields, and we'll also make sure that they are lighted for nighttime playing. So those of you who come home late, you could still go and hold a sweat. We could still have night games and make money to produce wealth in Marriaqua. Sports will be a top priority. All of our sporting facilities is now run down and underdeveloped. We will fix that. In education, I have been a teacher for many years. I've been an educator for many years at the primary school and at the secondary school, head of science department. So I understand education. And I want to promise you that with an NDP government and with Philip Jackson as your representative in Marriaqua, none of your children will be left behind. All of our children will be given the proper opportunity to take full advantage of the education possibilities. You know very well that many of your children are ignored and left behind by the system now. And by the time they get to secondary school, they can't read properly, they can't write properly, and they're behind in mathematics. But this wicked ULP government bragging about some education revolution that doesn't really exist, they simply say, push them up, give them a seat, up and out, up and out, up and out. We cannot treat our children like that. We have to make sure that we give our students the full opportunities to develop their potential. So I want to declare, and I want all the principals to listen to me, because in less than a month, Philip Jackson, you're going to elect me as your next representative. So I'm going to say to all principals and teachers, under the new Marriaqua, every child, by the time they reach to grade 6, will be able to read and write and do mathematics at the required level. This is the vision. I want you to come with me, educators, and let's make this happen through a partnership between home, school, and the community. We have 3 secondary schools, and my next promise is to make Marriaqua a powerful center for education, a center for excellence and achievement. Our secondary schools will be the top of the line schools in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is my commitment to you. We have the people, we have the history, we have the institutions, and you have my commitment. You have my commitment. Now I've been speaking to the people in this area, and if you just look right to my left, you could hardly see the sign. But what it really says is that this center was a center for skills training. Look at it. You know what the young people told me? They said, Jackson, we want you to convert this area into a proper hard court and a multi-purpose facility. And I've discussed this with my team. And we will negotiate with the owners to ensure that right here we'll have a proper hard court, well lighted, and with multi-learning facilities so you can come to play and learn and develop a skill. Right here in this community also, do you know that you have neighbors who do not have electricity to their house and children have to be studying with candlelight and trying to use photovoltaic light sometimes, but when it's raining, it doesn't work. I make a promise to every single household in this area in America that doesn't have electricity, you will have electricity within 3 months. And you would have water connection. How is it possible that we have one of the biggest water catchment areas in Marriaqua and your house is still in this area without water connection? We will put an end to that. So this is what the people are telling me in Marriaqua when I see them. They say, Jackson, the tide is turning. Do you see that the tide is turning? Yes. They said, Jackson boy, since you came on the scene, the ground is shifting. The ground is shifting. And some of them say, Jackson, there's a silent revolution, you know. There's a lot of people who ain't saying nothing, you know. There's a lot of people who say that. So there is going to also be a silent revolution in Marriaqua, and the people are going to come, and on election day, they're going to do the right thing. They're going to vote out the old, and they're going to bring in the new. So let's lower it a bit. The people of Marriaqua, we have the date. We have the date, the 27th of November. But listen to the assignment. I love when you come to every meeting. I love when you blow your horns and wave your flag. But you know what I want better than this? Is to make sure that every single one of you commit to get it up early on November 27 and vote solidly for the NDP. But hear what? Hear what? This is a partnership. We are not going to do this thing alone. You have to make sure every single one in your household are registered. You have to make sure your neighbors are registered. We have a 15-day registration period. Tomorrow they will be at Marriaqua School again, and later they will be at the school in Evesham. You have to make sure every person who can vote is registered. This is the assignment, and it's a solemn assignment because it's a serious task. Each one of you, you're going to write down 10 names of persons who you think are a little bit on the side, they're not fully decided. And from tonight, you're going to walk with those 10 persons every day until election day. And what you're going to do, you're going to go for them. You're going to go for them and you say, come with me, neighbor. Come with me, friend. We have something important to do. We're going to the polling station and we're going to vote for Philip Jackson. We're going to look for the name. We're going to look for the symbol. And we're going to put our X right next to the key. And when you finish, you come back and you look for more and you take them down. I said to you, the people of Marriaqua, this is our moment. I am your humble servant. We have an opportunity for a powerful partnership, for a powerful Marriaqua for all. I invite you to join me in this partnership. And let's make sure that on November 27, we elect your new representative, Philip Jackson, for a powerful Marriaqua for all. The symbol is the key. And your responsibility is to make sure that your X is next to the key. So that together we can win. God bless you. I love you. Let's do this thing together. Together we win.
Marriaqua! Time to rise up, rise up. Philip Jackson leading now. Yellow wave, there we go.
Marriaqua, make some noise for Philip Jackson.
Rise up, rise up.
On election day, vote for the key. Vote for Philip Jackson.
Yellow wave, there we go. Too long we follow promises, too long we feel pain. You all we make mistake after mistake and leave we in the strain. But now the people waking up.
All right, folks. Folks, our next speaker here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the kind of leadership that we deserve in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Today, he was on the radio, while the fella on the other side was on another radio station. And more people tune in to hear what the future Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines had to say. And he had major announcements to make. And he outlined, once again, more plans, more policies for the new Democratic Party under his leadership. And that is what we want. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man with the plan, the man with the key for the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Make some noise for the next Prime Minister, Dr. Godwin Friday.
Dr. Friday, oh yeah, we wanted to run this country for we. Dr. Friday, oh yeah, we wanted to run this country for we. More jobs for the youths and them, raise the pay for the policemen, raise the pay for the nurses them. More job, yes, we hiring. Them send them and suddenly what? Looks like this when the posts come in. And then that's funny street laughing. Ha ha ha! Dr. Friday, oh yeah, we wanted to run this country for we. Oh yeah, Dr. Friday, oh yeah, 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 we wanted to run this country for we.
All right. Marriaqua, Carrierre, out there. Thank you so much for lifting up our friend and colleague, Philip Jackson. I want to thank all of my colleagues who are here tonight and who have been busy carrying the message of the new Democratic Party far and wide. You know, the fellas on the other side, is like the election catch them by surprise. You don't find so? They like the Bazodi, they can't catch the wind. But we are not going to let up. We are going to press gas, as the young people say. We're pressing gas. And who can't keep up? We got to see them in the rearview mirror. Because the mission that we are on is a rescue mission for this country. You had fellas who've been in office for so long and they're masquerading. They're pretending. They're trying to bamboozle people. And they got away with it so long. They start to believe that they could do it forever. But not this time. Thank you, Sapi. Not this time. You see, there comes a time when the rhetoric and the propaganda is so far from reality that even the most ardent supporters of that political party realizes that things are not as they say. As we say, everybody can see that things are not working out in the country. You don't need anybody to tell you that. You know? And so when you come to that point, you have to ask yourself, what do we do about it? You know? We could have our dissatisfaction and our disappointments festering over the years and wondering how are we going to get out of this predicament. Well, I'll tell you what. The New Democratic Party is offering this country a way out of our predicament. We are the only vehicle for change in this country. Think of us not just as a political party, but as a movement that is a rescue mission to bring St. Vincent and the Grenadines back into the lane of progress, away from the years of stagnation, of false and broken promises. As people masquerading as political leaders when in fact all they're doing is just trying to fool people and to make them feel that they are not worthy. The New Democratic Party has a proud history for those persons, the younger people, who may not know about this history. When we stand on this stage, we stand on the shoulders of giants. So James Mitchell, the founder of this party, who as Prime Minister has not been matched. Never mind them fellas who brag about how long they've been in office. It ain't matter how long, it's what you do with the time. You see. And Mitchell in 17 years did a hell of a lot more than these guys who are here now. And he didn't just build buildings. He empowered people, giving them land upon which they can build a future, because he believed in the wisdom and the talent of the people of this country, that given an opportunity to develop themselves, they would take it. And not only would they take it, they would excel and they would exceed our own expectations. And they did so for many, many years. Our colleague Bernard Wiley, who came up here earlier, endorsing his brother Philip Jackson, he was part of that transformation. You know, Mitchell used to say he made one mistake in government, and that is that he made it look too easy. And you have fellas who feel that everything now is so difficult. They had a ring in their hand all over, and they're telling you all the ins and outs of all of these things, making you feel like, you know, it can't be done. Absolutely no imagination. But we say that there's a better path. Philip Jackson is part of that, and he outlined here tonight how this village and this constituency will benefit from a New Democratic Party government. Not with vague promises, but with specific proposals as to how to improve life in this community. And what more do you want or can ask of a representative other than to say, listen, We are a country, we are poor, but we're proud. We are at a certain stage of our development, but we can go further. And we would use what we have now to make things better. Not just for a few, but for all of us. And so, when he comes and he makes these proposals, it is with all of these things, these possibilities in mind. And you put those within the context of the plans that the New Democratic Party have put together. We are the only political party in this contest that has a plan for the future of the country. Let's face it. Listen to the other guys. All they're talking about is frighten everybody. You know? They can't do this, they can't do that. Nobody greater than me. Nobody better than me. The sun didn't shine before me. I mean, come on. Sense make before book. You know? I didn't need my school fee. Philip is a very accomplished man. Bright. Well-educated. Experienced. Look at the team we have here. You want to tell me that this group of exceptional men and women cannot do a better job of running this country than one man? That is the problem we have here. You see, one person believes he could do everything, and they're holding everybody back because he's moving slower, he's thinking slower, and all he's doing is wasting the time cussing people. When in fact, he should be looking at the problems of ordinary folk. They're not beneath you. They are the ones who put you there. You have to look out for their interests. And I like it tonight when Philip drew the contrast very clearly between himself and the current representative. A person whom he knows, and I know too. You know, and on a personal level, I had nothing against him. But professionally, as a politician and as a representative, he has not delivered for the people of Marriaqua. I can't hide that fact because it is obvious for everybody to see. Everybody. And so the people deserve better. You deserve better in a political leader and a political party with a vision, a plan for the future of the country. You deserve better in a representative who can say, this is how my vision for my part of the country, for my constituency, fits in to and will be made possible by the broader vision that we have for the country, the national plan of the New Democratic Party, of which he is part, and upon whom I will rely to help us to put it into practice. So, this is not guesswork. It is not somebody who come in and offer himself to be a candidate and feel that he has to take a back seat to other people who are around the table. You want somebody to stand up to you or stand up for you who will say, these are the needs of my constituency, Dr. Friday, and colleagues. And I said it last week, and I'm saying it this week, because when I go back home to my constituents, they want me to present to them the progress that we have made in achieving their objectives. And that is what a good representative is all about. You see? And it goes to on the other side. As a political leader, I will listen. Because I know when you send Philip to Parliament as an elected member, when you send him to sit round the cabinet table with his colleagues, he comes with your voice, not just his alone. And so I am obliged to listen to those voices, to that, through him to listen to you. And so that is what you will have from a New Democratic Party government. We're not saying that there is perfection. What we are saying is that we will use every sinew in our body, every ounce of strength in all our waking hours, thinking about how we can transform this beautiful country of ours. And you will be the beneficiaries of that transformation. Well, we all will be, not some. You know, everybody will be a part of that transformation. Now, Philip told you about the challenges in agriculture. Well, you know them better than me. All I know when I come through here, I used to come in the Marriaqua Vilaage, where my grandmother lived. I used to come here as a youngster, and I remember how busy they were, waking up early in the morning to go cut banana and all them kind of things. And you're busy working. But you got to return for it, because you know that when you sell your crops, whether it's peppers, banana, ginger, whatever, you're making some money from it. Nowadays, you walk around the Marriaqua Valley and other places, and all you're seeing is elephant grass. Because lands that used to produce wealth are now just sitting there idle. How did that come about? It came about because you have a government in office who does not believe in farmers, who does not believe that there's a future for agriculture. They seem to think it is more profitable to go and beg and borrow rather than to, as you say, by the sweat of your brow, you should do what? And everybody in this constituency, you know how to work. And you want to be able to do so, to uplift yourselves and your family, but you have to have the means by which to do it. The roads that were built to get to your farms, they have to be maintained and cleared. New ones have to be built. This present government has built absolutely none in all the years they've been in office. You must have market conditions that give you incentive to plant and to reap. Not just one time, but to do it again and again. And that only happens when you have some assurance that when you plant, you can reap and realize a profit doing it. Because farmers are business people. You need to have inputs at affordable prices so that you can produce your commodities at a competitive price and sell them. You need to have access to capital, to money, to finances, so that you can invest in expanding or improving your farms to make them more productive. These are things that the Minister of Agriculture should be concerning himself about. He should be obsessed with them. He should look at the situation now and say, listen, I have failed so far, so let me redouble my efforts to try and help the farmers of this country. In fact, they seem to have thrown up their hands, as if to say, as some of them in their administration said, that agriculture is a thing of the past. Who could be so foolish, short-sighted, idiotic to say such a thing? We, on the other hand, in the New Democratic Party, we have outlined an economic plan that involves 4 sectors of the economy. We refer to them as the 4 pillars of our economic strategy. And agriculture is one of those pillars. It means that we are committed to making agriculture one of the leading productive sectors in this country again, and that we will rely on the farmers to make that happen, and that we will allow the farmers to have access to those things that will make them successful. That is how we transform this country. It is not going to happen overnight because they have allowed things to go so bad that we basically will have to be starting from scratch to rebuild the agricultural sector. But we will get it done. We will do it because we believe in farmers and we believe in agriculture as part of the future of the economy of this country, that it can create and generate wealth for the people who practice it and for the country overall. So farmers, you have a friend in Philip Jackson. You have a friend in the New Democratic Party. And let us form a partnership together to rescue this country. One village at a time. One constituency at a time. One voter at a time. One family at a time. All of us together working for a better future in this country. This is not a time for division. It is not a time for us to start calling names to one another. Leave that to those people who have no vision for the future. For us, we must concern ourselves with things that uplift us and go forward in a way that inspires others. Don't wait for them to do it. You do it because you know it's right. And when you do it, others will follow, because your example must be your best teacher. And in doing so, you will live out the dreams and the hopes, I believe, of Robert Milton, Cato of blessed memory, and all those persons who brought this country into independence and hope for a brighter future for all of us. My dear people, I want to remind you as if you needed any reminding. But there are persons who are beyond this place where we have gathered here tonight, and they're listening to us on the radio, over the internet. So I want to reach those persons and say, while you may be in the comfort of your home tonight, I want you to consider, just as those people who have taken the effort to come here tonight, rain or no rain, come, let us consider the choice that we have to make on November 27th. Let us consider the opportunity that we have to bring change to this country. Let us ask ourselves, what would it be like if we do not seize this opportunity? Imagine that. If we let this opportunity slip, what it would be like on November 28th. We cannot conceive of that possibility because this country simply cannot afford another 5 years of the ULP government, because they have broken many promises and they will break them again. Now they hear us put forward policies and they're running to copy them. But you know they don't mean it. Their heart not in it. You know? What they want is to say, well, listen, to put us back there. Well, nothing happening so. As a fella tell me the other day, every time he see me say Friday, we got to make this thing done because too long into that. Too long into that. We can't go back into that again. You know? And especially when you have in the New Democratic Party candidates like Jackson, other candidates all over this country who have, like Major, an old soldier in more ways than one, who have put their backs into this and will continue to do so. You know? I tell a fella this morning that we are going to start the work and so forth to rebuild this country the day after the election. He said, no, Friday, you promised us a holiday on the day after the election. So I said, yes, you can have a holiday, but we are going to start working for you the day after. And that is the truth. Because the situation is so urgent that we have to get to work right away. And you heard this morning we announced several measures that will improve life for people in this country, making things more affordable, making it so that people feel appreciated. The public servants will have a concession, a one-time concession for those who have worked for 10 years or more, of 50% off the duty to be able to purchase a vehicle. That is something that is needed now because the cost of vehicles have gone up because of the policies the government has, where they say you have to bring in fairly new vehicles. And there are problems with the fairly new vehicles, but it makes it unaffordable for a lot of people. So we are going to help out with that concession. We say as well that we are going to offer bonuses for newborns, for persons who have given birth, who have newborns in their home, babies. In some countries they call it a baby bonus. And that we will look to extend the maternity leave so that mother and child can be together. You know, the medical practitioners and the midwives, they will tell you that for breastfeeding mothers that 6 months is probably the minimum it should be. And so we want to encourage that bond between mother and child to stay as long as possible, so that it could be healthier and stronger. And we start out life stronger and better. Those are some of the things that we have promised to do. But I tell you, for those of you listening to the program this morning, I don't want to give nobody a heart attack. You know, I don't want them, when they're going and trying how they're going to match these things. They will come and they will throw out all kinds of stories, you know, as to how is it that you could give concession to the creative industries, to DJs and producers and online content creators, where we say you could bring in your equipment, you know, modernize, bring the new stuff, and you will get up to $20,000 in duty-free concession to get those in here. You have to clap for that. That is something that fits right in with our policy of creating the new economy. So you see, there's a comprehensiveness to our proposal. It's not no discrete little thing, you think of something here, you throw it there. No, it all fits into a comprehensive plan for the development of this country. We talk about creating the new economy, which is really the youth economy. We talked, when we were down at the Sound Clash in Camden Park, I outlined the pledge that we made to young people that we are going to facilitate you getting online payments by opening up e-commerce gateways to get payments such as PayPal here in this country. All of those things come together to form one whole. And when we put them together, knowing how they work together, it's going to create jobs and opportunities for our people. So we have more proposals to make, and we will do so at the appropriate time. They will have to go to bed tonight and tomorrow wondering what next. What next Dr. Friday and the NDP is going to come up with. And they will try to discredit what we do. But some of these plans have been spoken about before. We have condensed them now at this time so that people will understand them. The VAT-free days, for example, that I announced this morning, 2 shopping days, the first Monday in August for people going back to school, the first Monday in December to nice you up for Christmas, you have VAT-free shopping days. Those things we had proposed about 2 years ago. But now we have put them together as discreetly so that people could follow them and understand what we're about. So we have other proposals that will be presented, and these are all reasonable and practical. They are doable. They are affordable. Take, for example, the baby bonus I talked about this morning. People say, well, Friday, how are you going to pay for that? How are you going to pay for that? That will cost us just under $1 million annually, based on the number of lifeboats we have in St. Vincent and the Grenadines a year. That is less than it cost them to host that emancipation so-called cricket tournament that they had. The difference is this, is that we will repurpose that money where it makes sense to help people. And they want to have some extravaganza to try to show they can run cricket better than Kishore Shallow. Wasting public money. So don't let it fool you and try to bamboozle you anymore. You know that our heart is in it. You know that the New Democratic Party is a party for the people, and that we are a people-centered party. We will be a people-centered government that will be responsible to you and will have a consultative process going forward, not just every 5 years. We will develop a true consultative democracy in this country. And we have a chance to make that happen. Together, we have to go forward and make this thing come true. We will deliver for you. We have the team to do it. We have the plan upon which to do it. We can do this thing, but we have to do it together. And so I say again to you, go out into your villages, to your homes, your workplaces, and tell your colleagues, together we what? Together we? Together we? All right. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah. We getting ready to go to the polls. Make some noise for your next Prime Minister. All right. Folks, we had a good night tonight. And we're getting ready to go to the polls on the 27th. As we bring this meeting to an end tonight, I just want to read something for you quickly, ladies and gentlemen. The man called the elections on the 27th. And I want you all to read this and to meditate on this day and night until the day of the general elections. He called elections on the 27th. Psalms 27 reads as follows. Listen to me. Psalms 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked advance against me to devour me, it is my enemies and my foes who will stumble and fall. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. I want you all to meditate on that. Between now and the 27th, we must be strong, we must be powerful, and we must be faithful and true to the cause, because at the end of the day, God is on the side of the people, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all very much for coming out tonight. I think the next meeting we will be having Lowman's Leeward, and then we have one in Central Kingstown. And we will tell you all about it, but we have a big thing coming up. West St. George too, so we have plenty meetings. Follow New Democratic Party on social media platforms. We'll be putting all of the flyers out, letting you know where the New Democratic Party will be heading to next, all right? God bless you. All you get home safe tonight. And remember, yellow is the code. What is the code? Yellow is the code. God bless you. Good night.
They gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What you done in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that was spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
It is your right to vote. Your vote is secret. You have a right to vote without fear. No one will know how you vote. They have no way of knowing who you voted for. This election, when you go to vote, vote without fear.